to the men's side. Dixon from the west side of Baltimore here at WNST.net. You can learn more at CoppinStateSports.com. You had Thanksgiving off, Juan, right? I mean, you've had a week to practice and sort of lay low a little bit after just a ton of travel to begin the season and getting ready to go back on the road here to Ohio this weekend, and then Big Bad Georgetown on Sunday, which as a former Terp, I know you probably harbor the same grudges against Georgetown High, too. At least I hope you do. So.
Yeah, Nestor. So, yes, we had a week off. You know, we let the guys after our Central Connecticut game go home to their families, spend Thanksgiving Day with them, and let them spend the rest of the weekend with their family. We came back. We had a good practice yesterday. On Sunday, we had a good practice. So, you know, we're close. You know, we played very well against Central Connecticut. Had a chance to win that game down the stretch. Like I told you, it's only a matter of time before we began to shoot the ball really well. We defended well for the most part throughout the course of the game, but we had some slippage towards the end. And we played that well without our best player, DeJuan Clayton, for the majority of that game. So we're really pleased with the guys' performance. It's only a matter of time before we get a win in the W column.
You know, Juan, you played the game a long time at a high level, and you're recruiting kids, and some of these kids, you did not recruit. But I would think at this level, they can all shoot pretty well, right? Like at a shoot-around, at a practice, in an empty gym, these are all talented basketball players who probably, by and large, shoot the ball well. That's how they got there. From a day-to-day basis and a gym-to-gym basis, how do you know, how the shooting is going to go, and how can you improve that when you can't simulate the real game conditions, especially against bigger, stronger opponents? As you guys are going to see a whole lot of that the first month or two.
Well, that's why it's important. Every time you step in between the lines, all right, you're locked in. You give a maximum effort. When you're taking shots, you take game shots at game speed. We stress that as a staff. But yes, we started the season off not shooting the ball particularly well, but we knew as a staff, in a short period of time, we had to build this team that we wanted to put as many shooters out there as possible. The guys got to get confident. It's the first time a lot of guys have played college basketball at this level. Yes, we're playing against some tough opponents, but there's no excuse for us not to go out and compete at a high level and give maximum effort and make open shots when opportunities are there.
That is big, though, isn't it, walking into Cincinnati or walking into Oregon, if you've never done it before? I mean, and you played at a pretty good program around here in the high school area, and there was a lot of energy around there, but I'm sure the first time you took it on the road to Duke or to North Carolina, it felt a little big for you, right?
Oh, it's definitely it's a different environment. A lot of these guys play well on their high school teams or play well at their respective JUCOs, but never at this level. For us to be able to walk into Oregon, our first game of the year, and perform well, especially on the defensive end, we competed. Offensively, we didn't make shots, but we played a lot better in the second half. But Cincinnati, from the tip, their physicality, their skill set, their talent, really was able to dominate us, but guys tried really, really hard. So we're excited. Our guys are getting their feet wet. It all comes down to conference play. These games are preparing us for the MEAC. We're looking forward to going out in the MEAC and competing every game and having a chance to win. So, we're not feeling sorry for ourselves, but our goal is to get a win in Ohio this week.
Ohio on Friday night for the men of Juan Dixon and the Coppin State Eagles. Then Georgetown on Sunday at 6:30. We will be broadcasting the game next Wednesday, first home game. Navy coming up here. At least they don't have David Robinson. You don't have to worry about him. Right. But I can always think of that because I remember. I'm old enough to remember all that, Juan. But for you with the home cooking, and I know I talked to Dwayne about this a little bit as well. You're going to be playing all these games on the road. It's part of being at Coppin. But then you get some home cooking. I think that's always something for the kids to circle and say, hey, the kids on campus can come and watch us play.
Nestor, I watched us in practice shoot the heck out the ball. So trust and believe. I'm looking forward to next Wednesday to playing at home on our home court in front of our home fans. But we have 2 more games prior to that game next Wednesday, so we're going to prepare for Ohio. We're looking forward to going into their gym and playing really, really well. and hopefully get our first win in the season.
Look, I'll nerd it out with you with the Terps anytime, and that's for a future day for you and I because you're all Coppin State. But I got to tell you, when they imploded the Georgia Dome last week and that MARTA bus pulled into the shot of the implosion of all of it, I thought to myself, yeah, the Georgia Dome, the Olympics kind of came and went. There was a Super Bowl there. All right, great. What happened there? And then Luke elbowed me. He's like, dude, the Terps won the national championship there.
Man, what you doing, Nestor?
So I thought to myself, imploding that must have held something in your heart a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, every time you walk in the Civic Center, you witness our floor up on the wall. Coach Williams made sure that floor is up on the wall near the Maryland men's basketball office. But that's a special building to us, and we did something that no other team was able to do in Maryland history. We were out there competing not only for us, but the whole state of Maryland. And the previous teams that came before us that paved the way for us to have that opportunity at Maryland. And, we were blessed to do something very special. So that building going down is definitely a sad, day for us, and always have a special place in my heart.
All right, so look, you got up on the ladder and you cut the net. Where's your little piece of net? Where have you keep that?
I don't have the net anymore. And I'm kind of pissed about that because I never really was into keeping a lot of awards and
stuff
and things like that in the past.
Right, yeah.
But trust me, to this day, I think about it. I have a lot of pictures of my former teammates and Coach Williams, of course. But definitely don't have the net, Nestor.
I don't want to admit to you that Mouton was my favorite, but he was. I mean, no offense.
Hey, Mouton was everybody's favorite. Let me give you a little secret. Okay, I told people that we don't win that national championship without Bob and Mouton.
No doubt.
All right, that's a fact. You're hearing that from Juan Dixon. Right? No matter what I did, no matter what Blake did, or Lonnie or Chris, or Drew or Taj or Sleepy Randall, that wasn't happening without Bob and Mouton. Just the energy and the passion, the toughness he brought to our team. I mean, you don't win championships without guys like Bob and Mouton on your roster. So trust me, every coach in America, they're looking for Bob and Mouton. And every special basketball team, they have a Bob and Mouton. Everybody got the Steve Blakes of the world, the Juan Dixons, the Lonnie Baxters, the Chris Wilcox, but the Bob and Moutons are the type of players that won your national championship.
Be careful, Juan. I'm starting to enjoy your visits, man. Take care of yourself with your team. Ohio this week, Georgetown on Sunday. We'll see you next Wednesday when you bring Navy in there. We'll have the game on here at WNST. Always a pleasure, man. Take care of your troops out there. You got it.
Thanks, buddy.
And I don't know if Juan has any eligibility left, but he can shoot it. I promise you that. Ohio University, 7 o'clock on Friday night. Coppin State Sports, your home for Eagles basketball right here at WNST.net. You can find me out on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, streaming live on our Facebook as well as our YouTube WNSTV channel. And, of course, anything you missed you can find in the buyatoyota.com audio vault. That is there 24 hours a day from anywhere in the world on your mobile device. Just download the TuneIn Radio app, and we come in crystal clear. The morning newspaper ships to your email inbox at 7 a.m. It's all brought to you by Planet Fitness at planetfitness.com. Still $10 a month to get in the best shape of your life. Never any commitment, and they're going to be there in 2018 and 19 and 20 to whip you into shape at Planet Fitness. I am Nestor. We are WNST.net, AM 1570 and WNST Towson, Baltimore, and we never stop talking Baltimore sports.